Hey everyone, welcome back to Cybersecurity Whisperer, where we cut through the buzzwords, roast the chaos, and talk about what's really happening in the world of cyber. I'm Elliott Franklin, your digital therapist, CISO and part-time herder of incidents. This week we've got game-breaking bugs, AI-powered hackers, CISO burnout, and one scam so believable it could fool your mom and your security team. Wasn't around last week. I was attending a phenomenal cybersecurity conference called the Innovate Cybersecurity Summit. If you've not been, I highly encourage you to. It's a great time, work-life balance. You get to do some things. You get to bring your spouse and do some fun activities and learn about cyber. So that's where I was last week. And because of that, lots to catch up on today. First, Microsoft. They just told people to uninstall games because of a Unity bug. Yeah, you heard that right. Gamers are crying, Steam is scrambling, and cybersecurity folks are like, welcome to our world. Here's the scoop. A researcher discovered a nasty flaw in the Unity engine. I mean, that's the code that's running behind millions of games, and it's ridiculously easy to exploit. The bug was called CVE 2025-5949. It lets attackers sneak in command line arguments that inject malicious code right alongside your game. Basically, when you click play, you could be running malware faster than Mario grabs a coin. And Microsoft's advice, uninstall Unity games until it's patched. I mean, that's like telling people to uninstall Joy. Now, Steam has already blocked certain launch parameters and developers are racing to patch their games. But here's the bigger picture though. Supply chain vulnerabilities are no longer niche. When your entertainment engine can be weaponized, that's a business risk, not just a gamer problem. Because Unity powers industrial simulations, automotive software, and even military training systems. I mean, this isn't about Candy Crush, it's about how every software ecosystem is now a potential backdoor. Next up, Microsoft Threat Intelligence, they dropped a wild one called Payroll Pirate, attacks that are targeting U.S. universities. I mean, forget ransomware. These crooks, they just reroute your salary. So the group's called Storm 2657. They phished university employees using fake HR and COVID exposure emails because apparently fear still works better than tech. Once they're in, they hijack Workday accounts, they change direct deposit info, and they sit back and wait while paychecks sailed into their own accounts. And the scary part, again, these weren't exploits. There were no 0 days, no code injection, just old school social engineering, MFA fatigue, and inbox rules that were deleting alerts. I mean, we've reached a point where criminals don't even need to encrypt your data. They just change where your money lands. So we should stop calling it cyber hygiene and call it getting paid next Friday. Speaking of terrifying, AI agents, they're now officially hacking on their own. Now, we've been joking about Skynet, but now it's looking more like Sky Notified. Over the summer, AI-powered tools started finding vulnerabilities faster than humans could. And DARPA's AI challenge showed 7 teams finding 54 new bugs in 4 hours. Meanwhile, Anthropic and Google reported real-world AI models like Claude being abused by hackers to automate the entire cyber attack lifecycle. You've got reconnaissance, infiltration, exfiltration, even crafting extortion emails. So yeah, the bots are writing better phishing messages than some marketing departments. I mean, here's the good news though. Defense is fighting back. Google DeepMind, they just released CodeMender. Some of you may have heard of that. It's an AI that autonomously patches vulnerabilities. It's already submitted 72 security fixes to open source projects. It's just like having a 24/7 junior developer that doesn't sleep, complain, or even break the build on purpose. But here's the tension. AI can fix what AI breaks, and that's not resilience, that's kind of codependence. We're entering a future where machines will be hacking and defending at speeds humans just can't match. And that's fine as long as we stay in the loop. Because if your defensive AI ever starts patching you, well, it's time to unplug it. And here's a depressing but real trend. CISO tenure, it's now averaging 3 years. That's less than a Kardashian marriage. And the reasons? Well, stress, liability, politics, and the occasional, you should have stopped that breach even though we ignored your budget request conversation. One recruiter called it the 3-year itch. You build the program, you mature it, you patch it up, and then either get bored or burned out. Some CISOs are now going fractional, consulting part-time. Others just walk away saying, I'd rather earn less and sleep more. Here's my take. CISOs don't leave because they can't handle risk. They leave because nobody else wants to share it. Boards love to talk about accountability until a breach happens, and then suddenly the CISO is the only name on the PowerPoint slide. If we want retention, we need realism, not hero worship. Because cybersecurity, it isn't magic. It's math, people, and money. So we need to treat it that way. Now, crypto criminals are moving from bitcoins to stablecoins because volatility is out and predictability is in. Channel analysis says 63% of illicit crypto transactions now use stablecoins. Those are dollar-pegged coins like USDT and USDC. Why? Because one USDT equals $1 today, $1 tomorrow, and $1 when you're wiring it from your crypto mixer into Bulgaria. Here's the irony. Stablecoins are easier to track than Bitcoin. They live on public ledgers, and issuers can actually freeze or burn tokens. But criminals or betting regulators and banks are just too slow to follow the trail, and they're mostly right. So while banks are still updating COBOL systems, hackers are doing real-time money movement across chains. And my prediction, 2026 is the year law enforcement fights back with AI-driven blockchain tracing. Think crypto SWAT teams with Python scripts instead of handcuffs. Well, let's talk about Red Hat, the open source giant that just got hacked. A group calling themselves Crimson Collective stole data from over 28,000 internal GitLab repositories, including some tied to Walmart, American Express, and HSBC. That's 570 gigs of consulting data code and network audits floating around the dark web. Now, Red Hat says it was an isolated GitLab server used for consulting, not their core systems, but still, when your security audits get stolen, that's like your locksmith leaving the keys at the bar. The moral of the story is open source doesn't mean open security. If you're building software on GitLab, GitHub, or anywhere public, assume someone's already looking inside. So encrypt, isolate, and maybe don't store client secrets next to your pizza.txt file. We've been talking about Jaguar Land Rover. They're finally back online after a month-long shutdown from a cyber attack. Production was halted across multiple countries. Dealerships froze, and the UK government had to float them a $1.5 billion loan just to stay afloat. The attackers, they call themselves Scattered Lapsus Hunters. Yes, the same teenage chaos crew known for hacking Uber and Nvidia. This time, they didn't just mess with files, they took down supply chains. Even Aston Martin's production dropped because of it. Here is the harsh truth. Cyber attacks are now industrial events. If your factory runs on IT, and it has to, then your next outage might not come from a storm. It might come from a 17-year-old in Portugal. Now, two big stats this week. 70% of S&P 500 companies now list AI as a material risk in their public disclosures. And 98% of enterprises plan to increase AI governance budgets next year. Translation, everyone jumped on the AI train, and now they're realizing it doesn't have brakes. Companies are struggling to balance innovation with control, and boards are waking up to reputational risk, legal risk, and cyber risk all in one neat AI-shaped package. If you're leading AI adoption, here's my rule. Move fast, but govern faster. Don't just deploy AI tools. Define what responsible use means before your chatbot starts making HR decisions or leaking data into the cloud. So let's get to our cyber speed round. Discord had a breach, not of its platform, but of a third-party support vendor. About 70,000 users had government IDs exposed. If you've ever sent ID verification to Discord support, maybe check your inbox. iMed Vision, very popular vision insurance. They paid about $5 million for a 2020 phishing breach that's now cost them over $12 million total because apparently hindsight isn't just 2020, it's expensive. RMM tools, the remote management tools like ConnectWise and TeamViewer, they're being hijacked again by ransomware gangs. So yes, attackers are now literally using your security tools against you. So pro tip, audit every remote management system you have, and if you don't know what's running, congrats. The hackers probably too. All right, that's your weekly dose of cyber truth, from AI-fueled chaos to Paycheck pirates and hacked car factories, the message is clear. Digital trust isn't just about firewalls, it's about follow-through. If you like this episode, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with the one friend who still uses password 123. And remember, in cybersecurity, you're either learning or you're the lesson. I'm Elliott Franklin, the Cybersecurity Whisperer. Stay sharp, stay humble, and whisper on.